I don't normally blind buy fragrances. I'm a big fan of testing before I buy, and I wouldn't recommend that you blind buy fragrances either. However, I did come across a bottle once. The bottle design, the box design was a little intriguing. And so I pulled it up on Fragrantica to check out the notes. The note breakdown seemed like something that was perfect for the climate here in Texas. So I pulled the trigger and I bought it. As soon as I got in the car, of course, cracked it open and gave myself a couple of sprays. You know, what better time to test than right now? Then headed back to work. I was walking into the office, and it's an office complex. It's got different offices, and so there was a crowd coming back from lunch. As I'm walking in, a guy walks in behind me, and I headed to the bathroom to do some business before I went back to business. When I walked in, a gentleman walked in behind me and posted up in the stall right next to me. I'm done. I head to the sink to wash my hands, and he picks the sink right next to me again. He's not saying anything, but he keeps glancing over. And then he finally broke his silence, and he was like, "Man, this is weird, but I have to ask, what cologne are you wearing?" And I told him it was Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. And he said, "Man, that smells awesome." And he turns to walk for the door, and right before he walks out, he stops and he asks, "Does it work?" Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome to episode 7 on the Pointz channel, and today I am tackling a bargain bin beauty, the YouTube legend Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. Now, this fragrance was released in 2008 by the house of Christian Audigier, and the perfumer on this is Olivier Guillotine. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has a couple of big ones accredited to his name. Polo Red is one, Be Delicious for him is another, and two pretty well-known fragrances in the fragrance community, Tobacco Vanille and Tobacco Oud. Now, this fragrance is supposedly a clone or smells very closely to two fragrances that are pretty well known themselves, Millesime Imperial from the House of Creed and Shanjan Unforgivable. Now, I don't own Millesime Imperial. I've sampled it, but I didn't have any samples to test this one against. From what I remember of Millesime Imperial, these two don't smell alike to me, but again, I don't have that fragrance to test it again. And Shanjan Unforgivable, I haven't owned that one in years. That fragrance turned, one of the few fragrances that I've had that actually turned. I got fragrances in my collection that I've had for a decade, and they still smell the same. For some reason, this bottle started smelling like pickle juice. So I don't have that one. I can't speak to the comparison between those two scents. So the bottle is cylindrical, and it has Ed Hardy Love and Luck on the bottle. This says Love is a Gamble, and looks like a tat, probably one of Ed Hardy's tats. And this is basically just a sleeve and kind of a generic bottle here with Ed Hardy written on the bottle. This sprayer absolutely sucks. The amount of actual juice that comes out based on the concentration, just you have to take a bath in this stuff because it's not super potent. It performs actually pretty decent, but the amount of spray that comes out is just not nearly enough for the concentration. You can find it fairly cheaply. They come in two main sizes, a 1.7 and a 3.4, and the price ranges from $14 for what I got it from for the 1.7 to up to $34 for the 3.4. But the thing here is shop around. This thing is everywhere, and it's super cheap. So how does Love and Luxe smell. Now there's two types of oranges in this, some cardamom, some sage, violet flower, and in the base you have some cedar, some musk, vetiver, and oud. There's no oud. Off the top, this fragrance reminds me of being oceanside sipping on mimosas. That mimosa feel lasts from the first 15 to 20 seconds and then it's gone. And then you get this sweet generic citrus, and I say generic not in a bad way. Based on the notes, I know what's in the fragrance, but if you would have told me that this was orange and lemon combo, I would be like, yep. Or you could say, oh, this is bergamot and grapefruit. I'd be like, yep. It's just a generic citrus note. Now this is a perfect summer scent while not being a typical summer scent. It's sweet and it's acidic. A lot of summer scents are really light. This one has some density to it, some thickness. It's not light and airy like your typical summer fragrance. In the mid, you'll get mostly your cypress, and it's a sweet cypress with a generic citrus. It sounds bad, but it actually smells pretty good. And for this price point, it's actually blended pretty good as well. You're gonna get that combo for the longest stretch in this fragrance. It's just a generic sweet cypress for the long haul. In the base, you have a musky, woody finish. Again, kind of nondescript and generic. Not in a bad way. It still smells good. This fragrance really smells good from top to bottom. But what I don't get is any oud. I don't know if that was just thrown in there to sell or what, but I don't get any oud out of this. Pros and cons. Pros, the smell. This actually smells absolutely amazing. For 14 bucks, you can't really beat that. So the second pro would be value. It performs well. It gets compliments. What more can you ask for a bargain bin fragrance? Cons. If you're used to smelling higher end fragrances, be it designer or niche, this one's probably gonna smell a little cheap to you. And it's littered everywhere through every discounter. So if you're trying to be unique or establish a personal brand or something, you probably don't want to look towards this one. My final take, this is a good casual, carefree fragrance. It's a people pleaser, perfect for any casual occasion. It's very pleasant. You'll get a ton of compliments with this. This would be perfect for the college student. If you're a college student, buy like a 5-gallon jug of this. If I was in college, this would probably be my jam. Now there are rumblings that this one may be discontinued. I saw that online, and I also saw that there may be a reformulation. At least there's a new production company. My bottle is from the company EA Fragrances, I guess, distributed this. Now, I'm not sure if that's production or just distribution, but there's also a new wave version, and evidently that one is not as good as far as performance is concerned. I've never smelled it, so I can't really confirm or deny that, but this is the EA version, and this is the one that I recommend. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me know if you have this fragrance, what you think about it. Leave me a comment, and as always, if you feel compelled to do so, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in episode 8. There's no